Good morning from my temporary office. I am right here in a hotel right now, in between leases, and I wanted to talk to you about renting a home as a freelancer. So you might be curious about how I rented a home as a freelancer or how you can do that just out of curiosity, or maybe you need some help. So how to rent a home as a freelancer, how to apply. Now, when it is a tough job, nothing you can do. You can just cry because nobody wants to rent to you because your job is not normal. Your job doesn't have an each month little tickety tack. You get paid then, and then you get paid then, and then you get paid then, and you get paid then. Nope, your job is all over the place. And if it is COVID times, you may not even be able to do your job. Like my job, I work with photographers all over the place, art modeling, making awesome stuff. But a lot of the people I work with are in that risk category, and they're choosing to not work with models right now. And I think that is a very good idea. I'm totally in support of that, except that it makes it tougher for me to work. So, oh yeah, a lot of people are also out of work, which means it's tougher for them to hire me for their personal projects. So that makes it tougher. So anyway, how did I apply for my place? Well, I learned that going through the Zillow, like Zillow, Realtor.com places are a lot tougher because what they want to have are, I'm pulling up the application requirement. Okay, photo ID, social security number, employer's contact number, okay, including salary for the last 3 years. Wow, that's really intense. 3 years? Proof of income. They wanted to know the 6 months past, not just, I'm good with income the last few years. Like you need to prove that you can pay your rent. Nobody wants a tenant not paying their rent. But proof of income from the last 6 months, that right now, tough. I mean, right now it is insane. I always say, thank goodness for frugality. And if you know that you're a freelancer, you know sometimes you do a little better. You put aside your money, you set it there, because later you may not be able to earn it. And, so anyway, they also need personal reference contact information, automobile information tag. This is the part that makes me laugh. City dog tag number. There is an entire background check you can have done for your pets. Now, I don't have any pets, not a big deal. Let me make sure. I switched to another page. Can you still see me? Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to go back to that. So you can do this online. There's the pet thing. There's a background check. There's, credit check. So there's a lot of really reasonable things for applying for a place because you are living in someone's home and they do want you to pay rent and they wanted you to take care of it. And I'm all good with all those things. But it's a little bit harder when it's a tough market because then you take me and I can't quite submit the things in exactly the way they want because my history is a little bit weird. And then you take the upstanding citizen who happens to have the job exactly how they want it. And, if they're deciding who to rent to, they're more likely to choose them rather than me. And they can always come up with this bogus excuse. So what I found and who I'm renting from is someone who is renting out their own home. They're not going through this realtor place. They're not having someone else do that. And they're looking at you and, they want to see some proof of income. They want to see that you have paid your rent in time. But they also look at your character and go, hey, does she seem trustworthy? Does she seem like she will take care of my grounds? Does she seem like someone I want to be in my place? And if the answer is yes, and you come across as that. So granted, like the shirt, I wouldn't wear the shirt if I was going to check out a place. I had this nice shirt, nice little sweater, I wouldn't wear, these cute little pants like this. Now I put on this nice looking skirt, nothing over the top. I wouldn't bring my pillows with me like I have behind me. And then it's more of a, does she have proof that she seems trustworthy? And yes, proof of income is definitely important, and background check, basic stuff. But some of this stuff, I mean, I just feel like they're just probing into everything, and all I want to do is live in a house. So, yeah. So I got that worked out. There was actually one place, it was kind of crazy that I went there. So this guy was just like, "Oh, you're who I want to live here. Here, come live here. I don't even need proof of income. I don't need this. Like, do you say you pay your rent? Okay, cool. Come." And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to live at that place because the guy seemed like he was his own little sheriff in town, and the freeway was right there and loud. But yeah, this might be why a lot of people end up being in apartments. I think apartments, they have so many units that they're not quite as worried about how that works out. Just a second, I need some water. I'm getting parched. So the moral of the story is this may not have been informative if you wanted advice, or it also could be very informative because basically the idea is if you want to rent a place and your circumstances are a little bit atypical, you are definitely best to try to seek out some independent person that is renting their unit rather than going through some big agency that will have you scrolling through these lists of requirements. And then it's just a nightmare. So yeah, I have a place, I have a lease. I'm very excited to be moving into my new home. I will be doing a road trip first. I will be paying my bills on time because that is what you do. And yeah, I'm going to be making a lot more art. I am in a hotel room right now, and it makes it a little bit tougher just because it just all feels so temporary. So I wish you a wonderful day. Happy house hunting, home hunting, rental hunting, or just enjoy the home you're already in because that is great. And I'm going to go outside and get some sunshine. See you later.